นอกจากจะได้มางานประชุมของ Pycnogenol แล้ววันนี้ต้องบอกว่าโซฟยังมีโอกาสได้สัมภาษณ์แบบ Exclusive กับดรเจฟนักวิจัยจากทาง Pycnogenol ค่ะซึ่งก็มีหลายคำถามนะคะที่เชื่อว่าหลายคนอยากรู้จากปากนักวิจัยอย่างเช่น Pycnogenol ช่วยให้ผิวใสขึ้นได้จริงไหมนอกจากช่วยเรื่องผิวแล้วยังมีประโยชน์ด้านไหนอีกบ้างไปฟังกันเลยค่ะ
I've seen many clinical studies about Pycnogenol benefit about melasma and hyperpigmentation, but I am curious that about skin brightening or skin radiance. Does Pycnogenol have evidence to improve our skin radiance? And if yes, what is the mechanism behind this effect?
The original studies were targeting melasma, which is more existing skin spots and showing a reduction in those. But then extending from that with different scientific measurement technologies to measure the skin tone, there was interesting to study Pycnogenol with those. And so Pycnogenol has now been shown in multiple clinical studies in using investigative methods that look more at overall complexion, so skin tone in general, not just the existing skin spots, but skin tone in general, and has been shown to significantly produce a lighter skin tone in general, so more whiter skin tone, in a relatively short period of time. In as little as 4 weeks, you can see a significant change, a shift to a more lighter looking skin tone with the clinical studies that have been published.
Okay, so what is the main
mechanism of action? Yes, very good question. Of course, the key mechanisms of action that Pycnogenol has are very foundational, very powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, supporting cardiovascular health or blood flow, even to the level of the skin. And then, of course, supporting what they call the extracellular matrix. So this would be the skin itself in general. And so this is very important for helping to promote a natural rate of turnover of the skin, the healthy turnover of the skin, which is very important because as we age, skin turnover becomes longer, right? So this, in effect, can help to normalize this and make it to a more normal skin turnover time. In addition to that, though, more direct related to melasma and related to skin spots or overall complexion is that Pycnogenol has been shown in human clinical studies to work directly on the genetic level to decrease the enzymes that are involved in producing melanin. So in other words, you get stimulated by UV radiation, sunlight hits your skin. This normally would increase an upregulation of all these enzymes to produce more melanin, to make your skin darker. But if you're taking Pycnogenol and you have the same sun exposure, this is significantly decreased. So even if you're exposed to the sun, you will not have the same effect. And this has a significant effect in helping to decrease the darkening of the skin in that sense. So that's why you have this skin lightening effect. It's working at the source to stop melanin production.
But we have to take like at least 4 weeks.
The clinical studies show 4 weeks. And then the standard turnover time of someone, say in their 20s, is 28 days for regular skin turnover anyway. So, and part of that is the upper layers of the skin where the skin would be the regular skin tone or the skin spots would be appearing. This is at the outside layers. And so in general, it takes 4 weeks for those to turn over anyway. So 4 weeks a minimum is the realistic time to see a significant change in skin tone.
And the same dosage of melasma, 75 milligram at least per day.
Yes, that's the clinical study doses, yes.
Okay. And the second one is about women's health and menopause, because I've noticed that more recent study of Pycnogenol is focusing on this topic.
Well, clearly, menopause it's a global issue, and in many countries with the aging populations, you're having more women entering into menopause than ever before. And so there's a lot of changes that occur when a woman goes through menopause. This is not a disease. Menopause is a natural course of a woman's life. But when the production of the female hormone estrogen drops so dramatically, you see a lot of changes. You see a lot more free radical stress, you see more inflammation in the body, circulation problems, changes occur, so blood flow is not as efficient as it should be. And so this causes a lot of different symptoms in women. And Pycnogenol is interesting because it's not what they call a phytoestrogen. It doesn't interact with estrogen receptors in the body, and that makes it exceptionally safe which is a good thing. But at the same time, it helps to support and boost the antioxidant protections in the body. It has a potent anti-inflammatory effect, and it helps to boost the function of the blood vessels. And so all those things that decline with the loss of estrogen in menopause, Pycnogenol helps to boost back up. And so that's why you can see a broad ranging benefits on many different symptoms in menopause with Pycnogenol. So yeah, so to date, there are at least 5 controlled clinical studies and different populations, different countries around the world. And they all show significant health benefits in a broad range of menopausal-related symptoms. And even related studies in menopausal age women directly related to skin health, and also to actually hair quality and hair density, so helping to decrease thinning hair and improve hair growth.
And in recent research, which menopausal symptom does Pycnogenol help the most?
Help the most? That's
Like
interesting.
hot flash.
Well, hot flashes are really the typical, symptom of menopause that everyone talks about. And in all of the studies, all 5 of the studies that have been done with Pycnogenol, hot flashes were significantly decreased with Pycnogenol. In as little as 4 weeks. Clinical studies typically start measuring at 4 weeks. So some women claim significant benefit at even shorter periods of time. It just depends on the individual person related to that. But the clinical studies standardly show a significant reduction in about 4 weeks.
The last question, as I told you, is about the dosage. Because in Thailand, the maximum dosage just only 60 milligrams.
Right.
So I wonder in Europe or in your country, what dosage do people commonly use the most and for what benefit?
Yeah, it kind of depends on the market, but I think you will find outside of Thailand that you see typical product dosages are generally around 100 milligrams per day. Singapore, this is the top-selling dose in that marketplace. In Europe, this is a common dose. United States, this is a very, very common dose. So even in Japan, you will find products that dose or higher. So yes, the 60 milligram dose is kind of an issue more or less with the Thai FDA regulations. So as far as the history of use of Pycnogenol, the clinical evidence supporting the safety of Pycnogenol at a dose higher than 60 milligrams is very, very well established. So it's not a matter of safety. It's just more of an issue with the FDA regulations in Thailand. The history of Pycnogenol is oldest in Europe, where it was originally used for promoting cardiovascular health and particularly blood flow in the legs and to prevent swelling and these types of things. And so there's a long history of that use there, but it's used in a wide variety of applications now, including skin health and beauty. Women's health is also a very big issue in Europe as well. In the United States, again, it's very broadly used for many different applications. So the application is a little bit different there, but skin health is a big issue everywhere around the world.
Okay. Thank you so much. Very clear. Thank you so much for your time today. And once again, I am very happy to have the opportunity to talk with you today. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.